apologies for the upcoming episode. There might be some audio issues, and I tried my best to try to fix them, but just letting you know ahead of time. Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to my Endwalker playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Firemac. And things have calmed down finally in Thavnir, and as I have promised, I did all this little side quests. There wasn't many. I also took the time to fully explore the map. So yeah, there you go. So let's just get this going. Level 85, under his wing. Mattia is eyeing you as if there is something he wants to say. As you have finished your deliveries, might I talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what has become of Medvan and Carissa's remains. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the other people of Palakistan will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her, growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. So you're about to be a daddy. You daddy, son. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I would almost believe that there's a magic at work. How their attention fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palakistan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavnir, like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Radz-at-Han? By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who need your wisdom and strength to deliver them from the terrible calamity. I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akiali. We have plenty to spare. Then let us find Estinian and be on our way. Where did he wander off to again? Just over that one place that he said that I can't remember. The Waco Torana, near the bridge to Radz-at-Han, as I recall. Very well then. I was giving her the accent. She's not supposed to get the accent. Dang it. That's when I got too comfortable with their voices. Ah! Now there's so many more quests! I'll do this later. Why do you do that in the middle of MSQ, man? Those are quests for another time. I'll probably do them after this recording session anyway. How do you suppose the others have fared in the capital? I hope things have not been too eventful in our absence. I have apprised the stadium of the situation at Palakistan, so we needn't have that conversation. Alphino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. So it seems you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavnir. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city of Azadal's path. Come. Will we finally be able to freaking use the 8th ray in Radz-at-Han? Like, please. Like, please? Like, please. Like, pretty please? That's the first time I've ever seen that message. Ruhewan. The poor old woman who became a beast said her grandson had gone to Palakistan. I hope he survived. Yeah, I completely forgot to ask about that, didn't we? It would be a struggle for the people to come to terms with these tragedies, but they are far stronger than you may think. There is a lingering sense of desolation here, but that much is preferable to the panic and chaos we saw before. It is good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I am pleased to report that we succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Megaduta. But before that, it would appear that word of the Assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Great. Cool. So that means more crap. Yeah. Yeah. In the yacht. In the yacht. In the yacht. Yeah. In the yacht. In the yacht. Can I please? Nope. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna take the time to go over here. This is the last of the small Aethernet shards that I have yet to attune to. And I think we'll just teleport to the Megaduta one? No, not Megaduta, but Fibers. The Fibers one. Yank. You have untuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards on Radz-at-Han. There is now accessible as an Aethernet destination. What? Oh, that's what they meant. I'm like, what? I was really confused. Like, that doesn't give us the plaza, which is like the main thing I want here. Huge. Hirian boy. Are the beasts all gone? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was coming to eat me. I wonder where Radz-at-Han is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace, but I'll seek him in the square. Oh, yeah, Radz-at-Han. About that. Leave me be, please! I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible! Oh gods, what are you doing? Scare me like that! If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us! You don't shut up. You're gonna become one yourself. The square, you say? But that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost, such terrible carnage. And you say there is someone else who would lead Radz-at-Han in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Oh, you have no idea. No idea. Round 2 here, huh? Finish up rounding up the stragglers. The proclamation will begin shortly. Let's wait here lest we miss something important. Welcome back, Firemac. Alphano told me everything. I was pleased to hear that Vitra has chosen to reveal himself at last. The people of Radz-at-Han need a strong and wise trap more than ever. People are slowly making their way here, but many are still gripped by fear and doubt. Hopefully Vitra's message of hope will resonate strongly enough with the ones willing to listen and spread to every corner of Thavnir. I hear you're able to bring the situation at Palaka Stan under control. Every life lost is a tragedy, but you should take pride in doing what you could. When I assumed command during the earlier panic, I did so instinctively and out of necessity. So it's not my place to give orders, but I'm glad the people heeded them. Woo! But now they have a need of a true leader, sorry. A magnanimous and just satrap who can guide them every step of the way. Fortunately, they are blessed with one such soul. If I can protect and guide them through this calamity, it is he. It would seem the people are still have lingering doubts, and I cannot blame them. Yet, we know that what strength afforded us one of the first brood on our side. I have faith the citizenry will come to understand and accept them in time. Worm and men, working towards a common goal. No, dang it. Stop. Cutscene time, baby! Let's go! Let's get that cutscene going! Cutscene, baby! Cutscene, baby! Cutscene! This music also, I think I said it before, but it gives me Undertale vibes.
Look! Someone's coming!
It's Radz-at-Han.
People of Radz-at-Han, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Radz-at-Han, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavnair, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahwan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radz-at-Han to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radz-at-Han will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
So hold on, you tell me it's Manusha? Above Manusha. Crap, they said Murga too, and I wasn't paying attention, did I? Crap.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face. Indeed.
Excuse me.
Okay, it was.
I must speak with the satrap at once.
I was not even thinking that the freaking forum just showed up. What the heck? What's going on? Why are you here?
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radz-at-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
If you're looking at him.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. It is an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavnair, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion. by securing a means of escape.
Escape the store? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radz-at-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
It sounds like someone trying really hard to make a child voice, by the way. I believe in you. Nidana's coming to us. What's up, Nidana? What's going on, girl?
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Go on.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Do you still have that flower?
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. That flower is gone.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
Under normal circumstances, a forum's proposal would be regarded as sheer madness, but when the sky burns, even madness can sound appealing. Doubtless Vitra is loath to abandon his home, and yet, absent other options, he cannot dismiss the option out of hand. The soldier of the Radiant there. If I'm not mistaken, he accompanied Ahawan to Vanaspati. Could it be that he knew Vitra's identity all along? Maybe. We have no better, safer course of action to offer them than fleeing to the moon. I know this, and yet Vitra and his people love their home. There must be something we can do. Even were Vitra to acquiesce to their proposal, just how do the Sarlians intend to transport the nation's entire populace to the moon? With Labyrinthos. And their solution sits ill with me, but if life has taught me anything, it's that there is little to be gained from arguing with Sharlians. We must take it upon ourselves to find a better way. What are you doing here? I've been entrusted with a message meant for you and your companions. When you're done speaking amongst yourself, I would share it with you. Oh, okay. As far as we have come, and after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be, as Nadana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? At World's End, the Radiant Host soldier has a message from the Scions, for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Greetings, honored Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency, the Satrap. Brave Scions, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Magaduta prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Oh sweet, we get a little respite. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks of what awaits you in Maraid's Mayane. Pray, make your way there whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue. Yeah, venue. And to you, Firemac Summers, the one we had hoped to introduce you in particular. While I'm loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now? This must be important. To worry not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Thank you, friend. Whenever you are ready, please join me in the Aetherite Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Oh, Now you're gonna give me the Baythright Plaza finally? Freaking god damn it. Yes. Oh, what the heck, man? Well, I just accidentally used my invulnerability. Give me the Aetherite! Give me the Aetherite, please! Oh god, please! Please, I need it! I need to go to Radz-at-Han! At my leisure! Access to Aetherite. You see there. I'm very restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it has deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune the Aetherite before proceeding along the corridor. Sweet. Cats are bugging now. Yes, I finally get to tune. I finally get to tune to you. Yay! 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 So where are you now? All by the Hall of the Radiant Host. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Radz-at-Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Why do I feel like this is going to be the role quest introduction? Yup. Yes, it is. I remember these names. This is 100% the role quest. It's 100% the role quest, guys! Ishgarden delegate. Domon delegate. Sorry, I was. Oh, Firemac Summers, Ishgard. Remembers, let there be no doubt the pure fish is the true hero. Oh, so you're the one I've heard so much about. Cool. Alright, let's talk to you. Oh, music. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to. Oh ho, so you're the famous Firemac Summers, eh? I knew the moment you stepped through the door, you've got the look of someone who's walked through hell. Many hells, in fact. Shirobot, please! You are speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and the savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What respect is there in paying a few fellow warrior compliments? We're all friends here, or will be soon enough. More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is the pleasure to have you with us. Oh, great champion of Orozia, science of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, an all-around good egg, I'm sure. This talk X reminds me I'm late for dinner. A man after my own heart. I like that. Yo, dude, she is hitting on me. Don't you worry, I'll keep it short. There's just a thing or two we'd like you to remember. First of all, about the room you're standing in now. Radz-at-Han welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? We've got a representative from Doma, Ul'dah and Alamigo, Limsa Lominsa, Gridania, and the last but never let be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radz-at-Han and the respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And once you know it, all other leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a man in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. I thank you for the report. The conditions under which your men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed. You have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Oh. Elgato decided to say, nope. That's fine. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnir reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our far eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island in Corvos. Alas, that is of little comfort. All throughout the allied lands, there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by the silver can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Radz-at-Han, we've taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. A fitting name is any. To ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. So, yes, you think they are calling them blasphemies. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies and their spawn, as and when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all their power to put the people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, raised souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, it is, and it's for that very reason we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess widely different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. And with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You have gained access to the role quest for Endwalker, finally! I can't believe they introduced them so late. A separate quest like a story is still available for tech, melee DPS, physical DPS, magical ranged DPS, and healer roles. Alright, so I'm making small progress on the magic and healer one because I'm working on summoner, but you saw the level's not too high. But my tank is definitely up there. And I do not have a physical range DPS nowhere near ready. As for my melee, technically I don't have anyone ready either. Reaper would be the closest one since I've been working on it on the side. But it's only level 80, which puts it in the same place as all the other melees I got. Alright, to undertake these quests, speak with any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. What level do we have to be? Level 85. Level 85. Alright, so I think this is how I'm gonna approach this. They're technically not responsible. They're not. You don't have to beat these for the main quest, as I've heard. But since they literally used the main quest to introduce them to us, I feel like I should probably at least do one. So I'm definitely gonna start this one, but not yet. I'm gonna wait until after the next quest is over, and then I'll go accept it. Pray forgive Sheila about her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You will be rejoining your companions, yes? You know the way to the... Mahane? I know Radz-at-Han like the back of my hand. I have a terrible sense of direction. No, thank you. I'm not gonna choose that one. Glad to hear you become familiar with our fair city. You'll be pleased to hear all the drinks are on the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Radz-at-Han in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor Ahawan's legacy and serve Master Vitra well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. So the tank one's gonna take me to Gridania? Ugh. I don't like that. Yeah, later. We'll do that later. I want to finish this quest. Oh no. We got extra side quests now. Looks like I'm gonna be busy. Yeah. Oh, I would accept that, but first I want to talk to everybody. Forgive me for not wanting to make a toast. My throat was utterly parched. I'm overdue for a good meal. The threat here has been quelled, but our job's only just begun. I know I must eat to regain my strength, but between you and me, I don't have much of an appetite. Good you could join us. Lil over there will be happy to take your order. How was your meeting with the Radiant? I would love to hear more. Welcome! When the Satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kazal from your friend Grahatia. I understand there was nothing more that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. Cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beast. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drink together are Marite's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start with you with? What should I start you off with? A piping hot mug of chai, please. A glass of your finest local spirits. Water, just water. Chai, to calm us down. You know, the good stuff. As you wish. Pray join your friends, and I'll bring you drink. Welcome back. Whatever did Radiant want with you? Pray tell. Yeah, a bunch of crap. This is role quest. Our allies have sent military delegates? That's news to me. Mind sharing the details?
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model,
Then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
So something doesn't make sense. Why did she even have to break up Zodiac in the first place? Was he just bent on destruction even though he was keeping everything in check? In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
You got an idea, Graha?
Elidibus.
Excuse me?
I sealed him in the White Auracite at the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul.
Do I have to go to the first?
However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Oh, that's awesome. We get to go back to the first. It would be an opportunity to look in on the others as well.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I based? Nothing like a feast to lift the spirits. I trust you enjoyed yourself as well. If the Forum truly has spurred to action by Hydaelyn's prophecy, then is it not odd that the Anti-Tower was entrusted to Master Matoya, who bears them no love? No doubt she has no reason for this. She has a reason for this, and I would know what it is. The beasts and blasphemies may be running amok. In nearby lands outside the influence of Radz-at-Han and Alliance. If so, I may need to go hunting. Ah! Oh no, I think I was like, ah! She was stretching. Well, I suppose I do feel a bit better on my full stomach. After all, burning skies? Blasphemies, not if I've got anything to say about it. Whoa. The final days, how far has the phenomenon spread? How does it manifest itself in each land? I must reach out to my friends in each nation and find out all I can. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? In that case, it's time we each attended to our task. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. Aww. Aww. Don't be like that. Aww. Aww. Oh, higher. I would love to accept that quest right now, Graha. But I have a blue quest to accept now. As promised, I am gonna do it now. And I don't think I am unfortunately not gonna be able to do any of the other ones. I might have to do those on my own time. Shrouded in peril, the Gurdan delegate is in urgent need of a stout defender to help combat a new threat of this to his homeland. I've come on behalf of the Twin Adders to enlist the aid of accomplished fighters. The small folk cower in their homes for fear of an unprecedented threat to the Twellswood, a blasphemy. It strikes quickly with deadly precision before returning to the shadows. Once it came, try as we might, we have yet to devise a means to track it, much less slay it. Several brave souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve greatly if they had a stout protector by their side. Judging by your reputation, I dare say you're precisely the man we seek. What say you? Will you serve as the shield that stands between Gridania and certain doom? Protecting the realms, what I do. That's what I do, man. I will take that as an enthusiastic yes. Make haste to the Adder's Nest and report to my superior. All Gridania shall pray for your success. Well, going back to the OG locations now. Liaison at Radz-at-Han sent word of your arrival, but I can still scarcely believe our luck. Are you truly here to help us this wicked blasphemy to heal? Then there is hope for us yet. I shall fetch the Elder Seer at once. She is leading the hunt, and I'm certain she'll be most eager to see you. Really? That's weird. Full glad am I to welcome you in good health and good spirits, Firemac. On behalf of all Gridania, allow me to thank you for rising to our defense yet again. You'll forgive me for eschewing further formalities as time is of the essence. I shall share with you what little we know of this elusive scourge. Following the events in Thavnir, we received a report that an unidentified man had fallen into fits on the road before transforming into a beast the most foul. A blasphemy we soon determined. Eyewitnesses to subsequent attacks spoke of patterns on its skin reminiscent of heavy chains. Thus, we have named it Glepnir, but a creature of legend. It emerges from the brush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. Ere we can respond, it retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. The elements cry out for us to rid the forest of this wicked presence. Yet even if we tracked it to its lair, I fear besting the beast would be no simple matter. The wounds of Glepnir's victims are tainted by corruption. We can but conclude that the fiend's fangs, claws, and horns are all imbued with a powerful poison. The smallest scratch sends the inflicted into fits, and death soon follows. Mayhap you know of the creeping death? The effects of Glepnir's vile poison bear more than a passing similarity to the symptoms of that deadly plague. It swept through the Twelveswood many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns, and spent their final moments in excruciating pain. It was long before I came to Gridania, but people still speak of it with dread. Is it true that the deceased spared not a single cure? Very, very nearly, yes. Before the remainder were taken, we were able to devise a cure from the Glimshroom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could then begin to heal. Glepnir threatens to reopen old wounds, I fear, yet despite the similarities between the blasphemies, corruption, the creeping death's marks, it is unclear how these two phenomena are related, if at all. Both conjury and white magic have failed to abate the poison spread. To confront Glepnir now would place our soldiers at risk of grievous injury. Forgive me, Elder Seer, but this appears to be urgent. What? Again? Glepnir has struck once more in the North Shroud. The Wailers come too late to see the beast themselves, but the man it attacked yet lives. They're bringing him to the Fallgord float as we speak. Then we must meet them there. Will you accompany us, Firemac? Ethelmayer should be able to apprise us the details upon our arrival. Also, I didn't realize this episode is supposed to be over now. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. Maybe I'll do one more conversation and then I'll end it. I don't like ending episodes in the middle of quests, but it's been happening a lot, so might as well just keep doing it. Elder Seer, you honor us with your presence. I cannot thank you enough for coming all this way. Given the dire circumstances, I would not leave this to another. Where is the wounded man? Outside of the bobbing cork, being attended to by one of our healers. Not healers, hearers. He's a capable healer, but worry this is beyond his abilities. I worry? But I worry this is beyond, okay, yeah. I shall do all my power to aid him. I, in turn, may have need of assistance as well. I ask that you stay close, both of you. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna be, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna try to stream again a little bit later, but that completely depends if I don't get too tired and a number of other factors. So until then, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. So this is Firemac saying toodles, and see you next time.